Alright YouTube, got a bit of a problem here. My trusty Kershaw Whirlwind, the torsion bar, broke on me. I was sitting there playing with it like you do, opening, closing. When I opened it I heard a snap. And then when I tried to close it, there's no springy left. So I got on the horn with Kershaw, told them about my problem, and within a week they had a new torsion bar sent to me in the mail with a return email regarding any instructions, tools I might need. It was very, very helpful. I commend Kershaw on their customer service. So anyways, what we need to do now is of course replace the torsion bar so I can have a little spring assist back. Not that you can't open it without, but got to have things in working order. So all I'm going to do is take it apart and replace that and bring you along on the journey. I'm probably going to speed up the actual tear down part because most of you probably know how to take one of these apart. You know, you got your screws and then your Torx bits. I had to go buy Torx bits because I did not have any. But anyways, we're going to take that apart and then clean it up, replace the torsion bar, put it back together, and hope it all still works when we're done. So here goes. Okay then. Don't lose your bushing. That would be bad. Set that aside for now. We'll get that all cleaned up. Now, as I've never had one of these apart before, you're kind of learning with me at this point. It's all guesswork. Don't necessarily have to take this side apart, but in the interest of getting it all clean, I might as well. Might be overkill, but such is life. I got a lot of pocket lint and stuff in here, so it's probably not a bad idea. Set that aside. Things with it. Keep everything together. So I'm assuming this is our torsion bar, or this is. I really have no idea, to be honest. Sorry if this is dull so far, but like I said, I've never done this, so I'm trying not to screw anything up. Because if I do, then I have to hope that somebody else has a video on YouTube telling me how to fix it, right? So here we go. I don't know how well you can see that, but this whole piece is your torsion bar, apparently. And you can see right there in the middle, it snapped. It just had enough, gave up the ghost. So, go ahead and dump that out because it's useless. Get the new one from Kershaw. And there you go. There's two of them even, just in case I screw one up, I guess. Or they sent me a spare, I guess. That's pretty awesome of Kershaw. Alright, so I'm assuming this bad boy just sits in there, something like that. And then you put it back together. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to bore you guys, I probably already have. I'm not going to bore you with me cleaning this all up, but I'm just going to get all the lint and stuff off of things, and then I'll turn you back on whenever it's time to put it back together. So hold on a sec. Alright, so I got it all cleaned up for the most part, as clean as it's going to get anyway. Now we're going to try and put it back together, if at all possible. So, I'm not going to use any Loctite on some of the inside stuff, like these smaller guys. Just don't think that's necessary. Famous last words, right? I will use it on pretty much everything that holds it together, though. Maybe not necessary, but according to Kershaw, that's something you should actually do pretty regularly, is pull everything apart and clean it, and then Loctite it when you put it back together. So there you have it. Okay, now the fun part. This goes right there, and that stays there. It goes like so, hopefully. Or it's backwards. It's gotta go that way, huh? So. That. Assuming this little guy's got to go line up with that, that'll line up with that, and that goes in that hole in the blade. We'll see, I guess. What's kind of nice is, because I've had this for about 2 years, everything's been so nice and worn in, it's kind of left an imprint of where everything goes, so I don't have to worry about forgetting where everything goes. Not necessarily doing this in the same order that it came apart. I am trying to make it easy on myself. Let's see how that goes, right? some insight. That's what it looks like when it's closed. Pretty cool, huh? So now the question is, how there you go. I don't know if you saw how I did that. I'll pull it apart and show you again. So this guy's way up here on the you probably can't see, sorry. The torsion bar tab is way up here on the actual turn, so if I had this fully closed, then that means the hole would be way down here. So what I did is I opened it, you know, however far away until you heard that snap in, and then everything slid right together. And of course I can't recreate it. There. There's a spring back in my step, you could say. So, alright. Clean that off a little bit. I suppose I could have done that earlier, huh? Alright, I am using pink Loctite, purple Loctite, whatever you want to call it, the 222. This is more for smaller screws anyway. I know a lot of people will say use blue, in this case the 243 Loctite. That just seems kind of overkill to me. Once again, famous last words, this could all fall apart on me in a week, but who knows. So, that in there. Too tight, too tight, too tight. Guess that's something we can adjust when we get everything together, because that's kind of throwing everything off now. Anyways. I assume it doesn't matter how tight you get these ones in the back, but you don't want to strip out your screws either, so don't go too tight on it. This thing, I think you're actually supposed to have some sort of key to open it up. I just used a screwdriver to hold it in place, keep it from spinning. So, let's see how well it does going back together. Hopefully this is all staying in frame and you can kind of watch what I'm doing. I know it's not the most ideal setup, but such is life. Using my trusty Swiss Army tinker to take care of the big screw. If you don't have one of these, man, I don't even know how you survive a day. I use this thing all the time. That ought to be pretty good, so it still doesn't want to catch open. Something's not right here. What do you think, kids? Alright, I'm going to pause you. I'll come back when I got it figured out. Alright, so I got it all figured out. I guess the little torsion bar part that was in the back here slid out of the slot that it was in. That's what was causing it to act funny. So there you go. Flips right out, closes normal. So now we just got to put the pocket clip back on, and that'll be it. In case some of you were wondering about the shape of my blade, this was a serrated model when I bought it, and I bought it serrated because it was like $5 cheaper. So yeah, sorry about that rookie mistake once again. It's a low budget production, so you take what you can get. So anyways, as I was talking about the blade shape of this thing, so I bought it as a serrated edge because it was cheaper. I hadn't really experienced serrated edges before, and it didn't really bother me looking at it, you know. So I bought it, and it's alright, man. I don't much see the use for the serrated edge, and I guess you could argue, I mean, obviously I took a Dremel and a grinder and ground down all the serrated edges. I was kind of going for that the hunted movie knife kind of look, and this is what I came out with, and it's an abortion of a knife blade at this point. So I apologize to you purists out there, anybody that likes a serrated edge, but I figure eventually, because this is my EDC, I use it all the time, so eventually I'll sharpen this down, it'll meet up with this, and won't even be able to tell the difference. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments below. If you like this type of stuff, give me a like. I'll try and do more stuff like this. I like doing anything with my hands, taking stuff apart and put it back together. You can tell by looking at my Altoids videos, I like making stuff or working with my hands. But anyways, if you guys are not aware of this knife, the Kershaw Whirlwind or the Blackout is pretty much the same knife. It's just got a blackened blade. Very, very good EDC blade. I've been carrying this for about 2 years. I had another one that I lost that I carried for probably 2-3 years before that. Very good knife. Relatively cheap, probably 50 bucks. So anyways, thanks for watching, and check out some of my other videos if you have time. Thanks.